Hello everyone. Today's article is titled Skydiving Plane Crash in Tennessee. It reports on a plane crash involving 21 people, 20 skydivers and a pilot that occurred on June 8, 2025. Miraculously, there were no fatalities, but several people were injured, one of them critically. The pilot was praised for avoiding a major tragedy by responding quickly during takeoff failure. This incident raises important questions about aviation safety, regulation, and the future of adventure tourism. Let's pause for a moment before we move into the article. Before we examine what happened, it helps to consider a larger theme that gives us context. This will guide how we understand the story that follows. This brings us to today's theme, risk and responsibility. Thrill-seeking activities like skydiving carry obvious dangers, but they also require trust in people, equipment, and systems. Behind every jump is a chain of responsibility, from pilots and companies to regulators and even participants. When something goes wrong, we're forced to ask who was prepared and who was not. This article invites us to think beyond adrenaline, to consider duty, training, and ethical oversight. What responsibilities do thrill-based industries have when it comes to safety? How can risk be managed without killing the excitement? Adventure tourism walks a fine line between freedom and accountability. While risk is part of the appeal, safety must be prioritized behind the scenes. In the article, the crash happened during takeoff, not during the jump, showing how preparation is crucial at every stage. The pilot's quick thinking likely saved lives, but that alone isn't enough. Training, equipment checks, and strict compliance with aviation rules must all align. When people sign waivers, they accept personal risk, but they still depend on professionals to manage technical safety. True responsibility means anticipating failure and building systems that protect people when it happens. Now, to understand this article better, we need to familiarize ourselves with key vocabulary. We'll go over 3 important expressions, learn their meanings, and see them in action with example sentences. Let's start with tear off. It means to remove or separate something forcefully or suddenly. In the article, part of the plane's landing gear tore off when it skidded across the field. Here's an example. The wind was so strong it nearly tore off the shop's awning. Next, we have devastating. It means extremely damaging or emotionally overwhelming. In the article, officials said the crash could have been devastating if the pilot hadn't reacted quickly. Here's an example. The hurricane had a devastating impact on coastal towns. Finally, let's look at stringent. It means very strict or precise, especially regarding rules or standards. In the article, the incident raised questions about whether safety rules for such flights are stringent enough. Here's an example. The new law imposes stringent requirements on chemical storage. Now that we've explored the main themes and vocabulary, let's reinforce our understanding with a summary dictation exercise. Listen carefully and fill in the blanks. A skydiving plane crash in Tennessee left 6 people injured but, miraculously, resulted in no fatalities. The pilot's quick thinking and the swift response of emergency crews helped prevent a much greater tragedy, earning praise from both passengers and local officials. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved in adventure sports and underscores the need for strict safety standards. Let's check the answers and review what each word means. The first answer is crash. It refers to a sudden violent accident involving a vehicle such as a plane or car. The second answer is miraculously. It means in a way that is very surprising and unexpected, as if by a miracle. The third answer is fatalities. It refers to deaths caused by accidents, disasters, or violence. The fourth answer is stark. It describes something that is very clear, obvious, or harsh, often in a shocking or serious way. The fifth answer is standards. It refers to established rules or levels of quality and safety expected in a certain area. Great work, everyone! We explored how activities like skydiving require more than thrill. They demand trust, skill, and preparation. The pilot's actions were heroic, but the larger question is how companies prepare people for risk. Here's something to think about as we close. Should adventure sports companies be more transparent about the risks involved? We'll share your thoughts in the next session. Until then, fly safe and stay curious.